Your feelings don't matter to your ex. And the sooner you realize that, the easier time you'll have in getting them back. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And when it comes to getting your ex back, your feelings are going to drive you to do certain behaviors, right? Like write them a note, express yourself. You're going to be feeling all these things, and it's super, super intense, right? Because you got broken up with and you're missing the person who you love. And you need to understand that just because you're feeling something, it doesn't mean that your ex is feeling the same thing per se. And if you're feeling so intense, you just can't help but to express that. You're going to be making decisions that aren't necessarily in line with bringing your ex closer. Let's say, for example, you're at a concert and you're gaga over the celebrity that's on stage, right? So you really, really are like feeling the music and you want to meet them so bad and oh, it'll just be so amazing, right? But that's not what the performer's feeling. The performer's thinking, okay, I need to keep the vibe up to keep this crowd happy. I got to sing my song, blah, blah, blah. You're just one person, and maybe they notice you because you're getting super emotional. Maybe they reach out, hold your hand for a second. But that's about all they have to give. They're focused on other stuff, right? So we all have our first person, subjective experience of the world. And what's ever going on inside here, okay, it's not necessarily what's going on inside of somebody else. So, okay, maybe they're not feeling the same thing as you, but you think, well, maybe if I express myself, it'll transfer the feeling, it'll make them feel it too. And this is kind of where you're missing something. It's not the words that you're saying that's going to have an effect on that other person. It's the energy level that you're projecting with, okay? So imagine if you were projecting, joy, gratitude, excitement, all these things, and you're sending that energy towards your ex, you're raising the vibe, and that's attractive. It's going to bring them in. But what happens when you're projecting loss, sadness, desire, frustration, anger, whatever you're feeling, right? Even just like somber poetry, all this stuff, super low vibes. You're going to repel somebody with that. And if you think I'm wrong, walk up to a brand new person on the street, hand them a love letter, and expect to get their number. How many times in the movies do we see people outside the girl's window with the boombox or whatever, playing the love song they wrote, or with the guitar serenading, right? How many times does that actually work in real life? That's an expression of deep feeling, is it not? How come it doesn't work? But what does work? Well, if we go to a bar, if we go to a club, we see people having fun together, laughing, joking around, and just being relaxed and interacting with each other. That's how people come together. Okay, so you need to have a paradigm shift about what you're trying to do in order to win over your ex. Now, if you want my help with this process, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, and I'm going to hear your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.